Hi-oh, beefer! Away!
Ladies and gentlemen, we're watching a nice Div 1 game between the Compound and the Joseph Zone. This is ETF2L Season 35, Division 1 quarterfinals. Joined, of course, by ArchRhythm. On production, I just broke a pen, and Beats is my co-caster.
We are currently in the first stalemate of the match, and the match has not even begun. As both teams have joined blue, and they are desperately trying to convince the other team to join red.
I mean, really, right now, what we're waiting for is someone to give in. I think we're gearing up for a heavy fist right now. Caper's standing in the arena waiting for his challenger. Included middle on the other side. Who do you think's going to come out on top of this one? Including middle is a Highlander player. Does that give any experience right now?
I mean, I am the premier expert on heavy gameplay, so let me just see here.
Caper actually got the first hit already. He hasn't been hit yet. He finally gets something. He's just smashing him. That is the easiest win I've ever seen. Wow.
Wow, they didn't even do a 6v6, they just did a 1v1.
Yeah, I mean, it's better than nothing.
Looks like they will pick blue off of Caper's win there.
Beta?
Anyway, yeah.
We're live.
Oh, yeah, so
Stop
we are.
talking about Badlands. We're on to the first middle. Yak's already sticking up here. Caper's just kind of challenging him. Doesn't really want to do anything quite yet. Jorge's eaten some early damage, but I don't think anything else. Jorge's in. Jorge's so low. Is that 9 HP on him? Doesn't really do anything. It's only Eliasu going down. Bumps found death as well. That's about it. Jorge's somehow lived there. Wow. That was pretty excited by that. They're actually now going to go forwards. Hamham's 50 HP on this point. There's a middle as well. He's going to get 2 shots. Storm and Caper cleaning that up towards the end. Jorge's alive, and he's got 70% Uber.
Yeah, that's a pretty optimal way to end it out, pretty much. Like, maybe at the moment to put up some early sticky trap. Sword's going to come in here for the medic, and they get the medic. Joseph, aka Yak, comes in, that hits a nice pipe onto Jorge and the scout as well. So they get him down. So Uber advantage is gone now. Now there's going to be a massive heal advantage and a respawn advantage. That's the kind of stuff you can push off here on Viaduct or Product. And they're just going to come right in here. No heals, and everyone else is just backed up. Eliasu, he's looking at a sticky trap, but he's not able to find anyone. Actually, Gavin comes in right behind and takes down the medic. I didn't see where he came from, and neither did anyone else on the Joseph zone. So these medics so far, they're just taking turns dying.
Yeah, that's one of the things that could really happen with Product. It's kind of one of those maps where you just get to play mid-fights for like 30 minutes sometimes, depending on how long it goes. These medics being traded over and over again means that it's really just each team taking turns at the point kind of switches the advantage over to the other side because of those like increased respawn timers. But I do think Yak's getting a little bit aggressive here, trying to poke them out at the moment as Jorge's nearing an overcharge already. Setting up behind, they're on their cliff on the red side, and I don't really think they want to do anything quite yet. They're not really looking too excited for this.
I think they're going to go for a suicide round right now.
Yak is going in, that's a sack point.
Jorge's
been taken down immediately by KN. Yak goes down, and so does Roboprod. Get the force, however. Exactly what they want now with these respawns. Jevon's so far forwards, looking to hide in a little spot. Try to see if he can find anything.
I feel like he should have been spotted by the people in spawn, but they definitely didn't. So that should be interesting. He can come in from behind and do a lot of damage, get an early force out, maybe kill some people. You'll see there's no forward hold to really tip them off, so he's going to be way late for that. But there's a big Uber event that's going to come in here. I can't wait to see. But actually, Roboplot goes down immediately.
Yeah, KM's on the sniper as well. He's on cliff right now, but Hoy just finds him immediately. Does go down, but the Uber's popped out on the red side. Managed to find 2 kills, but the 2 kills that they've found have traded for their demo man. Yak on this map has the capability to do so much. And I don't know about you, but I am lagging right now. Maybe I'm paused?
I want to say, like, it kind of feels like it might be, it could be, no, it can't be GG lag, so yeah, it has to be either a pause or just a disconnect. I'm pretty sure it's a disconnect.
Yeah, it's a disconnect.
We are going back here again. This Sword is going to come in from behind, actually gets onto not even the demo man, he just jumps in right there. Roboprod takes a little lap of the scenery of the land, and eventually Hoy's going to go down first. And it looks like it's going to be a recap coming out here, but they're not giving it up easily.
Yeah, this edging on the point on this red side's not really doing anything. Didn't get the force that they wanted. Now they've just managed to sack most of their team, relinquishing control of that point. They don't even have the cap advantage right now. It's 1 minute for the red side, or for the blue side, sorry, which is really, really good for them. Nothing much really happening so far. Both teams finally have Uber. It's on the red team's imperative. Joseph Zone, they want to go in here. They have to kind of go in here at this point. Only 50 seconds left. It's not that much. They're edging the point. Hammerhand's standing on it right now. Nothing else really happening. Sticky's being cleared as well. There's a lot of damage onto that red side. Not really being returned back. Hammerham's gone dangerously low. The Uber's actually popped there to save it. That's so much damage coming out of Eliasu and Co. Finally jump forwards. The Uber's popped out on both sides. Bumfries is caught out so far. Everyone kind of going down. Hammerham as well. I think this is where the server died.
There's just no way that Bum was ever going to get out again. So we have another repause here. Oh boy! Alright, this is where everyone died. And oh, what a rocket there from Fugazi. Hits a nice one onto middle right after the lag ends.
Red team not able to spam them as well as they are able to spam the other team. Damage difference does so much. Does so much. But they actually managed, they lost a point in all of that. I'm not really sure. There's 4 seconds left for them. The enemy team does have to hold this point now. 4-130 is the Joseph zone. Joseph and Yak just trying to do something. Jevon's actually gone down on the flank right now. Oh, some other aggressions really coming out besides Hoy, who's all the way forwards. Tries to do something, gets nothing at all. So Jorge's added this at. They're trying to edge this point ever so slowly, but without Eliasu really doing a lot of damage, doesn't seem to be doing. It's kind of hard.
Caber's going to go in super aggressively there onto Robocop. Doesn't quite get him, but now Jevon has jumped behind as well. Ubers have been exchanged. Jorge is running away. When I say exchange, I mean it's been used on one side, and it's going to be Caber that dies, but now they're going to run out here with a full Uber advantage. Fugazi's still behind lines. I think he's going to just try to wait to time it properly, and the rest of them are just waiting in here. So we have a pause here that we saw. There we go. So now everyone's going to be completely ready for this, and nobody built Uber while it was paused, so that's good. Bum's not cheating. But yeah, we got this very pivotal fight right now.
Jorge's now sitting at a huge 70% Uber, which is really, really good for him. Jevon actually posturing to get behind already. Ken's already in, he's onto Bumfries. The Uber's popped out, but was that even really necessary? Robo-Prod and Jevon. One on the cam, but they just traded big air shots in the air. Jevon comes up with a nice "you suck," and that's a round 1 for the blue side, for the compound.
We're live again, baby.
Nice! The best segue I've ever heard in my life.
I know.
Go ahead, take this mid. You're ready for it.
Yeah, speaking of people that can hit everything, I'm going to be watching no one in particular. But alright, Jevon, he's in behind. And the double sword bomb here from the Joseph zone going to come in very aggressively, take down Jorge, but they lose a lot of play doing so. And I think they're actually going to lose out here. Bum needs to get out. He's super weak. Joseph is like on 2 HP. Air's being missed on, and hits a pipe. Hits another pipe, but these 2 scouts, they're the ultimate life form. They're not going to die to a demo man. Guaranteed.
Wait, how is Yak alive? This is so confusing. They just let him live out of complete utter respect. They're like, yeah, killed all your comrades, you get to live. It's a fate worse than death.
I mean, Bum died, so I guess they didn't care. Like, who cares if there's like a weak demo man walking around with a bunch of heals? But yeah, it's going to be the first cap there, and now it's just going to be a straight up fight. It's going to be mid-fight number 2, basically, here as both medics died. And they're just trying to edge this point out, but I think they might be better off just treating it like a mid-fight instead of doing this fight.
Yeah, so far no team really wanting to make the first move. Never mind, Hammerham just decides that this is the time. Wants to make a move, walks forward across that point. Backs off again, however. It takes a lot of damage. Nothing so hard to actually gain any ground here on the red side. Because of the positioning of the enemy team, there's that soldier up on top of a cliff. KN just stands there spamming down everyone. Storm's actually gone down now, so that's first pick. I think they're probably going to look to maybe capitalize on that, but middle, same time, has been spammed down. Bum is also half HP already. The health, it's just not there. There's so much spam damage coming across the blue side. Finally, action's happening as Roboprod's in. Eliasu goes down, so does Jevon. Uber's popped out onto Caper, gets one kill. Counter Uber's popped out, gets forced out by KN. That's Jorge probably going down as well. Caper and Storm, the only two players left alive.
Oh, the double
just
scout.
in on the point. They're going to try to muscle their way through. Bum somehow not dead there.
I thought that
Storm
was going to be a
and Caper
really
kinda
bad
whiffing some
Uber for Bum,
shots.
because so many of his team died before he did that, but they stuck together really well. They focused down players really well. Jorge didn't get out. They got Jorge. So really important pick immediately, and then they did a very good job just cleaning up everyone else as they just collapsed on them. So really good Uber there from Bum. I thought it looked kind of grim, but they made it work really well. It's a good job by them, and now they're going to have an Uber advantage as well, but it's going to be a while before it happens, so there could be a big committal push here coming in from the compound early on if they're not careful.
Yeah, they're going to have to watch out, but maybe not right now. Elias, Caper, and KN have all gone down. The Turian frags finally coming in. That's Hammerham and Middle going down. Both the scouts being dead. Not the biggest deal in the world right now because the enemy team has 2 players up. But Jorge is slowly getting back that Uber, sitting on the cliff building right now.
Yeah, it's definitely too late to do a suicide wave. If they do a suicide wave, they're going to have like an Uber once that happens. And that's not going to work. So this is just going to be a fight. And as long as Jorge gets the Uber, which he has now, they can just take it normally. And then there comes this big push in the Uber exchange. Very aggressive exchange from Bum and his team. Just jumped in the demo man super aggressively. And now Yavin, he's actually going to get taken down as he jumps in behind. And it's definitely favoring the Joseph zone so hard right now. They're doing a really good job. And Kamo even goes down to the middle bleed.
Yeah, KN's actually doing a lot of work there, keeping one of the other scouts distracted, while Middle was actually just kind of 1v3 the enemy combo. Ends up taking down, gets a saw onto Jorge, which is not that good, but he was doing so much. But Hammerham, bit busy trying to kill KN. KN wasn't really having it. That kind of meant that no real aggression, no follow-up was able to come of it. Now Jorge has an Uber ad. It's actually pretty big. He's got a nice 40% ad. It's not bad.
Oh, Bomb goes down. Javen follows up really well there. But this is just a really aggressive fight, and as long as Jorge can stay alive, they're good to go. These scouts middle, he's in so aggressive and they get the force out. Good job.
That's really good. Nice little follow-up, you know. Nomad goes down, try to take him out. Hoy is just in depression mode there. He tries to bomb in. Both scouts have seen him. That's just, it's not good.
With half health.
He's like 10 health, jumps in. Both scouts are just looking at him, laughing.
Yeah, that's not what you want to do. But now it's going to be completely even Ubers, which means that if they do a very aggressive push in here on the Joseph zone, they will have better spawns. So that could definitely be a strategy that they could employ, but they look like they're just going to be very passive. So far, these teams have definitely favored the very slow burn of a fight. There is, but it looks like, just let's say that soldiers go in behind here to buy space.
Buy space, indeed. That's three down. Bum is dead as well. This is so bad for them. They just step on this point. Nothing else really has to happen right now. Middle's finally gone down, but KN did go down. One player down, but you're really going to take that? It's a full Uber % advantage. It's a full Uber advantage, sorry. For the blue sides. They're just going to sit back. They know the enemy team kind of has to push them. 30 seconds left.
Yeah, they need to get this Uber out of the way, and here he goes. They do get the Uber force. If they can make the way out of there, it should be good to go. Hammerham is desperately trying to get out alive. He's being taken down by a scout, and yeah, Caper pistol will find him eventually there. But they got kind of what they needed here. They got some time on the point. They got the medic to pop Uber, so now they're going to just use the superior spawns to come in here and take this big fight. And they have about, I don't know, I want to say 15 seconds to get in here. They have some overtime going on, but this is going to be a really important fight for them.
They have to get this Uber before they can actually go in. It's finally popped out. Is that a crits instead? It's actually getting 2 kills. KN and Storm already going down. This is so questionable. Okay.
Not quite enough, though. There were some soldiers that got in behind, got some really good damage in there. Even when the people dying to the crits, not quite enough. Time's going to run out. And that's going to be round number 2 for the compound. So playing really well so far. I think we watched them play against Boynicle on this map as well. And Boynicle so far is number 1 in Div 1. And they beat them 3-0 or 2-0. I'm not sure if the match actually ended. But they were doing really well against Boynicle. So yeah, definitely living up to my high expectations here.
I think Bumfries is staying on this crit streak, which I really don't like the crit streak, but never mind. I don't think it matters if your team just kills all of the enemy. You don't die yourself. Only player alive, final player to
Oh,
go
they're
down
gonna have
is
to crit
KM.
spawn here. Come on, this is the time. Go to spawn, crit him. Do
I
it.
mean, Joseph, he's just gonna walk the crits. They're just gonna try to do a forward hold. Do you think Yak just kind of dies? What are the odds that Yak just gets dropped right now?
I mean, 100% probably. I mean, this is actually really dangerous because there's this pyro, and if you crit into a
Oh my
pyro,
God.
fun fact, you crit into yourself. So I think they're just gonna have to go back here and really regret their decision. But okay, they're actually gonna crit a scout. Medic will go down, but they're getting a ton of kills out of it. But crucially, Jorge is not one of them.
Yeah, and Bum went down there as well towards the end. So now Jorge just finds himself with pretty much 100% ad. I think at this point, Bum is kind of forced to go back to the Uber charge. I don't really see the crits working anymore. Now that the enemy team kind of knows to expect it and stuff, I don't really think it's gonna do anything.
Yeah.
He is back on the Uber charge. No worries there. They're just sitting back on the blue team. They actually haven't capped it yet. The whole minute cap actually coming out, the soldier aggression finally comes back. No real kills happening. Jevin so far forward, just a lot of damage to both soldiers. Almost gets air shot. Finally gets taken down by middle, but that's so much space created. Yak is dead as well. Crucially, Bumfries is still alive. It's a nice little sack wave. Huge rocket there onto middle by KN. And he finds the second one. He's wiggling
this is
so
the viaduct.
hard. Does
So
get it.
Yeah. It's so brutal. Oh wow, Fugazi's not able to get out there. He catches the rocket. Nice follow up there from Hoy. And they're gonna look to go in here. Ufos are now even. They both have. They know it. And look at how aggressive Yak is. Actually does get saved. I thought he was too far forward, but Bum keeping him on top of him.
Eliasu just gets popped up by Stickies. He's just not having a good time. Gets completely shut down by Roboprod. That's Jevin, like, just getting flanked by Roboprod and kind of killing him anyway. Just jumps into the enemy, decides, okay, the rest of my team's gonna go down, so am I. Wow. Eliasu just got kind of juggled by some Stickies, and then he jumped into some more, like, into a rocket and an air shot.
Yeah, he got that stuff pretty hard.
It's a rough life.
Yeah. Alright, so it's going to be a recap here for the Joseph Zone. They got mid now. They have a tiny advantage, like 25%, but that could definitely come into play here if these teams keep playing the same way that they've been playing so far. So they're going to jump in there. Javen, he regrets his decision right there. He just gets completely juggled by some scouts. And here comes the double soldier bomb in. Actually gets Jorge. Really nice bomb in. And the counter bomb does nothing to Bum. Well, it gets him weak, but weak is not dead. And that's the important part. And Hammerham will trade there with Hoy. A really nice hold here from the Joseph Zone. Gonna hold on to that midpoint, and time is running out right now. So this is really good, and we're probably gonna have to do a suicide wave as well.
Yeah, they kind of have a little bit of time to commit to a suicide wave, but it looks like they're not even trying to do it. They're actually just going to send in their players. Devin's already behind. He's been consistently managing to get behind this same route, but he's getting completely shut down afterwards. They do get the force, however. No kills have really been found, but Yak is in. Only finds a one kill onto Eliasu. That's Jorge. He has 50%, but it's not enough time. There's only 10 seconds, 20 seconds.
I mean, they have this spawn advantage right now, so they're definitely making the most of that. That's the thing that they're playing off of, and the theory of how they're going to win. So they're just going to lemmings in here, keep trading, and then they're eventually going to get it. And look like they are actually going to get this cap. Yep, they do get it. But now, of course, they're going to have the spawn disadvantage. And now here comes the counter push in. The Jorge has a significant Uber advantage. Actually, they're going to try and jump in and get the force out, and they do get that, and now it's just a matter of can Bum get out in time. Oh my god, he's so weak. The scout, oh my god, middle saves him so much there.
Middle gets the kill on middle. Haha!
Sick.
lives there, which is really nice because now he's at 90%. They only have to capture and hold this point for 1 second. They're going to go back in right now. Pretty much the only thing they have to do. Hoy is actually flubbing his jump a little bit. He's so far back. He's just creating a lot of space. The Uber does come out. Caper the first person to go down. There's no other kills. They're just standing on this point. However, that's all they have to do. There's no time left. All they have to do
Oh,
is
they get
win the
time
game
on it.
fight. Just Eliasu on the point right now. Jorge's gone down. There's not enough health. Storm and Eliasu go down. That's it. 1 round for the Joseph Zone. 1-1.
Yeah, they're not going to give up this easily, and that was really the power of having that little time on it. Everyone from the compound had to stand on the point, and that just means that they're very easy targets for all the splash damage to hit, and as a result we're going to lose that fight. So that's going to be 2-1 here, and they're making their comeback. Get ready, 3 and you win, but they still have 2 more rounds to go. Here comes the big soldier bomb into open this mid.
Yeah, so much damage come out, but not many kills. Actually, Jevin Eliassi going down along with Boy. Boy, he didn't really do that much, but he made so much space. He didn't do much damage, I'm sorry. Made a lot of space, and now the blue team, they're so far back. Cape is actually eating a pipe already. The red team, they're not finding many kills, but it doesn't really matter because they're forcing the enemy team off the point, and that's all you have to do, really. In theory, if the enemy team can't fight you, you just kind of win automatically.
Yeah,
Bum's
position
actually
is
got
king.
a nice 2% disadvantage, Peter.
Yeah, okay, actually they're going to go in here very aggressively, get this out. Caper is very much in danger of dying. Ori doesn't want to save him with the Uber. So it's Ori, he's just going to save it, and now he's ready to go in here. And this is what he really actually gets hit in the back there by a big midi shot. But he survives just fine. Bomb gets rushed by a soldier, doesn't get taken down. There was some really nice protection there from everyone else on the team, and
Oh
that's
my god.
that's a collapse.
Middle just kind of cleans up everyone. Scout class and product, pretty good, you know?
That is a known fact. Scout is really good. Javen's gonna just scout things out. He knows where the bomb is. I suspect they might go for a suicide wave. They could also just take a fight. But, you know, if you take a fight and you just kind of take it slow, eventually Bomb's going to have an advantage, get the Uber, and then you're going to be left with an Uber disadvantage, and then you're going to be like, why didn't we do a suicide wave? And here comes the suicide wave indeed. Soldiers in very deep. Javen didn't really jump the medic, but here comes the second soldier, gets onto the medic. Somehow Bomb just dances around all of it though.
The counter sack back into the enemy sack wave once the position's kind of caught out and not really able to do much. So much damage comes out of the Roboprod and Hoi spam. Everyone on the compound end up going down. They just completely lost their position. Standing behind the point, not having Uber is kind of bad. Gem's now forward. They're going to have to regress this. They've actually held this for 2 minutes on the Joseph zone already.
Yeah, this is the
Scary
most
stuff.
crushing way you can win if the enemy team just doesn't get any time on it. Javen has jumped behind again. Scouts are inching the point, and here comes the big soda bomb in, and the demo man as this Uber exchange comes in. Again, Bomb, he has to go so deep to save his demo man, and he doesn't have a scout with him, so he is in danger of dying, and here comes the big soda bomb. Somehow doesn't get him, though. Bomb eventually does go down, and yeah, I don't like how aggressive Yak is jumping in right now, because it is causing Bomb to go in super deep, and then to even just further make these points bad. There were no scout for Bomb to latch onto and just run out again. So yeah, Bomb died there, but I kind of feel like it was Yak's fault for just jumping in so deep. So they're gonna finally lose the point, and now they're gonna come in here for a second round fight.
KM's on this sniper. So far, he's only done not any damage at all. Gets a headshot there onto middle, but Hammerham's gone down as well. A lot of early picks came in onto Eliyasu and Storm, but seems like wasn't quite enough follow-up, and now Jevin just going to take some high ground forwards. KN just walking around, you know, trying out some angles. Product has a lot of them.
Yeah, he looks like he's gonna do the classic angle of just standing in China, just standing up there. As this is gonna cause things to be very uncomfortable, but it actually is working out pretty well here. As long as Bomb doesn't get sniped before he gets to Uber, they're good. And they're actually inching the point really well. They're kind of using the quote-unquote man advantage to just inch the point and get a lot of presence on, but unfortunately Hammerham goes down here, but this scout might just get the cap out. Yeah, there we go. Cap has come out, but 2 players have died as well here for the Joseph zone. Oh, that was the one thing that couldn't happen.
Yeah, that is kind of, I don't know, I'm not seeing, the way you kind of counter the sniper is by killing the sniper. Being aggressive, getting a soldier in behind just doesn't seem like they're able to do anything about it. When you let a sniper live for long enough, it doesn't matter how bad he is. Eventually he's gonna hit a shot. See, I could say that the sniper works without actually calling the sniper a good player, by just saying that if you roll the dice enough times, you know, get enough monkeys, eventually someone's gonna write Shakespeare.
That is, I kind of agree with it, as dumb as it actually sounds. Hoi gets sniped out of the air there. Another nice snipe. And everyone else is just retreated out here. Yak, again, it's just like he sees the target, he wants to go in, but he is completely alone right now. The rest of the team does not have any presence on the point at all. And somehow this round has completely equalized. It went from 0 seconds having been capped for the Joseph zone, or for the compound, to now it's completely even here. And now there comes the big bomb in, and actually point gets capped before he was going to come out here. Bomb is on 95%. He cannot die before he pops this. Oh, he dies on 99%. Really unfortunate.
God. I think that is just, this is a bit depressing to watch at this point. It was so good for so long. Sniper comes in, changes absolutely everything. It just seems like they're not able to play this how they want to play it. Bombs that point, Roboprod have been really good. Finally getting shot down by the compound, and I am not sure. They're going to have to find something right here, right now. They want to stay in this. Aggression does come onto the point right now as Yak is just trying to hit some spam across this point, but Hammerham is the first casualty of this fight. Yak goes down as well. He's so aggressive. The enemy team's just not quite there. Caper's gone down, but so is Jorge actually. Hoy does go down, but in the meantime, KN has gone down on the flank. Sniper dead, Jevon's on 3 HP. Point has been capped, but there's not enough time. They're keeping this up so middle can get life. This is so risky. You're gonna have to get the cap.
They have a lot of time on it though, so they have a bunch of time to. Oh no!
Oh no! This is.
Hammerham gets completely destroyed, and they're actually waiting with capping this point, which is weird. I guess he needs to get on it at some point before Hoy and the rest of the team can come in there with 4 heals. And there we go. Point has been capped out. If at any point it gets capped out, this is over. The match is done. So they need to take this fight, and there's just no arguing about it. Here we go. Sorty jumps in super aggressively. He puts time on the point, but here comes the Kritzkrieg. Gets Jevon. He couldn't get out of the way in time, but no one else has jumped in there. The demo was not in position to send in crit stickies, and now comes the counter push. Everyone just needs to get onto the point. Nice surf there from Bomb. Survive on very low health, so he's going to be continuously able to put in heals. It's going to be just Caper, but here comes the crits. But no, Joseph Hype takes down the medic here as well, but here comes the respawners as well. This complete lemming style TF2. Everyone's just desperately trying to get all the heals in. This point is being kept down. Nice pipe from Eliasu, another sticky, and they're going to win this massive DM fight. And that's going to be the first map coming out for the compound. What a way to end this map. Oh, I think they're about to send out the champion Caper again to try and win them the right side. I think it's going to happen. You know, maybe ArchRhythm, our wonderful producer, is going to have to like change side of
Bum freeze. Oh, this is scary.
All right.
Do you want to cast this one? I did the last one, Peter.
All right. Okay. We've got two fat men looking at each other. All right. This guy's warmed up. He just here we go. It's a sign versus the fists. Here we go. Okay. Immediately, Caper's just winning. He is so much better. Yeah. He just gave up. Caper's way too good at this. He is the champion of the heavy fist fight, that's for sure. But we are actually live here, so map 2, take it away, wandum on this first mid fight.
Yeah, so far Hammerham's just claiming this high ground. There's actually Stickies pretty aggressively on the enemy side right now, the blue side, not really able to do that much. It's Jevon coming in, early bomb, but gets completely denied by the enemy team. Nothing else really happening quite yet. Nobody really willing to take the next shot. Jevon does do a rocket jump without pressing crouch. Roboprod sees that as a sign of weakness, jumps in, capitalizes, kills Jorge immediately, but the Yak going down as well. Bumfrey's on a nice surf, but ends up surfing himself into a corner. Just Hammerhand and Middle left alive. They're going to have to solo this so far, but it's only projectile classes that they're up against.
2 scouts with 3 projectile classes. This is the showdown. Who wins? 2 scouts with 3 projectile classes. Looks like projectile classes win. This is a win for the good guys, for sure.
Obviously, I mean, it's kind of like what happens if it's like if let's say you're watching. Actually, never mind. This is a really dumb analogy. I was gonna get it somewhere, and now I just forgot where it's gonna go. So we're just gonna stop talking about that.
Well, now we all know,
we are now
what it was. No. What was it? I want to hear.
There actually isn't any. I started talking, and then I couldn't figure out any reference, and then I stopped. I was gonna make a reference to something, and my brain scrambled, and I don't remember. I don't know what I was making a reference to. I didn't have anything planned out. Bumfrey somehow building a solid 20% worse than Jorge, even though they're both just building. We're
Right,
on
here comes the
process.
soldier bomb-ins. And Bomb just completely dodges everything, just Matrix style, just side dodges it like it's nothing. A really nice job there. So now it's going to be one person down. And Fugazi, he did manage to get out there. He did the fake jump. He just, like, he didn't even make it look convincing. He just, like, jumped out immediately. And then the second soldier, Jevin, just came in here, but no counter sack at all. The game that I did production for yesterday just saw constant counter sacks over and over and over again. It looks like we're in for a bit of a different process here. So Jamin, he's on Spy right now. I'm not sure he's going to stay on that. Looks like the answer is no. He just held the door open while checking classes for Caper to go on Sniper. How is Caper on Sniper?
I don't know. I'm assuming he's pretty good. Caper plays quite a bit of Quake. Translates to good aim. But however, Bizo, he is currently trying to snipe into Process second, which if the enemy team realizes he's on Sniper, he's going to do nothing. Like, assuming that the enemy team realizes that he is sniping, he gets 0 angles. He's going to have to go for a hero shot. I just don't believe in him. Honestly, I've seen too many sniper stalemates. I'm too jaded.
They
he has to
spotted
hit one shot, and if it isn't the medic, he has to go for a second shot, you know?
Yeah, I don't know. I will lightly disagree. I think there are several angles. He's going to find one there. Yep, that's one. That's good. Then you can, of course, choke is bad, but then you can take sewers and go for peaks. So
but now they know he's on Sniper. They know they're just going to have to play around this. You see Bumfries is hiding so scared behind this little rock here. There's no way that Caper realistically should be able to find him. He hasn't so far. He's just going to back out once again. And now the players are even. So he's just going to have to walk back in. He's going to have to repeat the process all over again.
Yeah, one key factor that I think a lot of teams fail to really take advantage of is that when the enemy team knows that you have a sniper, and you're obviously trying to make the sniper work, but one of the things that will happen is that you see where Bomb is positioned right now, that's a really easy spot to bomb as a soldier. So the fact that he's hiding from the sniper means that he's much easier to bomb as a soldier. So, and also, if you have a sniper, you can usually hold off counter sacks much easier. But Joseph, actually, he's going to go a bit too far forward, one step too far. And now here comes the sword of bombing, I think. It might just be a push just close in here. Actually, they catch out Hoy. This is really good for them. Really well played so far from the compound.
Yeah, that trade, however, is going to come out. Jorge's actually forced to flash multiple players. Uber is going to last a little bit longer for Bumfries, but it doesn't matter right now. The soldier collapse comes back in. That's pretty much everyone dead. Bumfries is going to try to make it out with his life intact. He's down to 2 HP. Oh boy, that's one of the moments on Medic that makes you sweat, but it's still not very good.
Oh, Fugazi lives as well.
If they are unlucky right now, they can just lose the round. Compound's actually so far forward already, they don't have the players to realistically hold this. There's Jevin taking a lot of space. They just leave Caper capping because they know he's not going to do anything. Sniping into last is also bad, but it doesn't look like they found any players. Storm has gone down. That is also Riverprod down in the meantime. I don't think anything else is going to happen. Unless Eliasu dies right now. There's a lot of spam. He is caught out, but that's a soldier onto Bumfries. Gets taken down. Demo down means that the enemy team, the red team, is going to push this guy
going for the
one.
back cap though. I think.
No, he's going to run into Riverprod.
He tried.
That's unlucky.
I think he just kill blinded there to not get a shot. Alright, buddy. But we're going to have another fight right now. Caper's getting a ton of room, and there we go. He finds the pivotal target. Medic down, and now it's just going to be a matter of playing around their own medic. The second didn't even... Well, it did get capped out here, but there's just no way they can hold on to it. Oh my god, middle
okay.
He just got in behind, and Jorge didn't respect him enough, and he just takes him down. Really well played there by middle. He saved his team so hard right there. They're still stuck on last, but now they're not going to be facing down an Uber advantage.
KN has decided he wanted to join his friend Caper in spawn. His friend Jorge in spawn, sorry, but Jorge's already back. Now he's just crying because his friend died.
Yeah.
To no avail.
No holding hands in heaven. He's already back to life.
I think maybe this is hell, actually. Maybe Jorge's just stuck in a cycle, you know?
Sometimes it feels like that, that's for sure, in Team Fortress 2. We actually have a sniper on both teams. That's going to be... see, Jevin right now is holding the door open. And Actually, both snipers are kind of lined up at the same angle, or they were at least. Looks like they're going to shift their attention into the lobby area where, once again, we have Yak holding pretty aggressively. I don't know if he knows. I think he just spotted the sniper, but you can just tell he's just like, man, I want to peek and hit him. I want to peek and hit him. I want to do it. But he controls himself. Good self-control there. Doesn't overextend and get picked off.
Do you want to play a game of how many hands does he currently have on his keyboard? He's currently just kind of AFK. Pro does go down. Maybe something's gonna happen. I don't know. They're probably just gonna try to pick a lobby or something. Actually, never mind. They're walking in through one. Caper finds absolutely nothing. Goes down. Now the rest of his team has to back off. They've traded a player for a player. Sniper on last doesn't really do anything besides counter the other sniper.
Yeah.
You can only shoot feet for so long before people realize that maybe you just don't stand there.
Yeah, I kind of like the hero peak like that because there's no way they were getting pushed off of it. So, you know, when you get a pick on sniper and it's not like a demo man or a medic, you usually just get a bunch of extra space, and it means that you can take a bunch of extra risks. So you can go in there and you can try and snipe their medic, like against all the odds, and just 1 in 10 times or whatever, or 1 in 100 times it will work, and that's fine. And if it doesn't work, then you can just come back and try again and start over. So yeah, it's good play, I think, to go for those hero plays and hero peaks every once in a while. So yeah, he did just come back on sniper, and we're gonna start over.
I actually have a really cool theory where I actually think, honestly, right now, I just honestly prefer it if he was on spy.
Why?
Because I think generally, like in this kind of situation where both teams just kind of stalemating it out. Nobody's really doing anything, just kind of posturing, waiting for the other team to make a mistake. In my opinion, the spy is just like has a way higher success rate of being able to get the kill that actually matters, which is onto the medic. Because realistically, if you get a soldier kill, which is probably soldier, scout kill, maybe a sniper kill, probably what you're gonna get as a sniper here. Realistically speaking, the medics are playing properly, which they should be because the snipers have been called out on both sides. Not really gonna do anything. Like the kills that you're gonna get aren't that good.
Yeah,
So
I do see something that I
spy,
really like.
Because
Yeah.
in my opinion, the spy just has a higher chance of actually getting the important kill. You know?
Alright, fair enough. Currently we're seeing a double banner on red team, which I really like. It's kind of a hard point to build banner on, because they're holding outside. I feel like you'd be much better off just completely seeding lobby. Like have your demo man stop holding it, just so they can walk in there, and now you can start spamming them and build some banners. That would be my probably terrible advice because it does open up some angles for the sniper. But I kind of like this because you can't build banner when everyone's holding out here in second. It's going to be very difficult for you at least.
Banner is the ultimate excuse to get some logs, you know?
Yeah.
You're on a banner, you might as well go and spam, but at the same time, it's just so hard.
I'm
Like,
not
where are you going to
baiting.
go if you're a red soldier right now and you want to get damage in the enemy team? Like, you're going to walk into the crosshair of the sniper?
Yeah, that's basically your only option right now. It's kind of why I don't like the position right now of Joseph, because he's so far forward, and also like he can get jumped by players if he's not careful. You know, where like a scout runs in, eats the sticky trap, and then the soldier just jumps to and gets onto him. So I don't like that forward positioning, also just because it allows the soldiers to just not be able to build banners at all. Unfortunately, I can't see what the banner percentage is at, but I imagine it's not higher than 30 on either team. I'm not sure if it works on the casting HUD or not. I know yesterday it didn't work when I did production, which was annoying. But man, they're really comfortable just sitting back and playing this slow, that's for sure. So, see middle, he's in lobby right now. There's some stickies in there, but the demo man is not in there. But yeah, Caper, he is not taking any chances either. He is just slowly working his way in there.
Yeah, so far they're just kind of handshaking and waiting for the enemy team to make a mistake. Which in this case, like, at the end of the day, right, Joseph Zone can't really afford to go for anything. The way that the pace of the match is going so far, if they make a mistake, they lose this round, it's gonna be pretty difficult, honestly, at the end of the day, to come back. It's gonna be harder than you might expect, let's put it that way, you know.
Yeah, we are in a
Playing this
situation where I think the Joe Zone are completely fine with the stalemating and nothing happening, and we just go back to a mid-fight. That's fine, you know? So I think that contributes to this situation right now, but you haven't actually finds a really nice spam mech. We actually get some nice hits onto the medic. Unfortunately, no one has actually come in here. And we do have the first banner being blown. I'm not sure if it's actually been activated yet. You can hold it for as long as you want. Currently, if that's the conch being held, looks like the other banner is not quite ready yet. But, you know, if we get to see this push where we have damage resistance and people are just super speedy, that could be very scary, and that could very easily get an Uber force out of them. But at the same time, you kind of want to get Ubers out of the way and then pop the banners, and that can be very difficult when you have a soldier right now just holding a conch and not contributing to the fight in any way until he actually releases that.
Yeah, they do realize because the banner hasn't been popped, there's one less projectile class to actually worry about. They're in lobby already. Jevon's actually managed to find an angle onto the sentry. Joke on him, just finds a telly. So, it's a bit unlucky. You know? It's not exactly what you want to see, but at the end of the day, included middle's actually gone down. That's a sniper pick. Opens up for a little bit more aggression on the blue side. They're going to try to go for something for that sentry. Dies it completely. There's stickies on the only real place that you can go. So far, nothing
Caber's
really
into position.
Oh, the telly! Finally
And
get the
the
sentry, but that's Hoy. Pick onto the sniper. Caber's gone down. I think that's just going to call off the push right there.
Here comes the banner, though. He finally...
Oh, RoboProd is in. He's actually onto Jorge. Gets that force. It's finally come out. That storm running in. Luckily, the sentry gun is dead. She's not going to get jumped quite yet. He finally gets out that force. I think that's Wiethoofd so far forwards. He finds 3. This is so bad. I think we're going to see a cap right now.
It's actually Javen that had this banner built, but yeah, there we go. He has been eliminated. I don't know if... No, Hoy never died, so his banner, that has to be almost built. Oh my god, Scout Blast.
Okay, I got really scared.
That was definitely a butt-clenching moment. So now Caber, he's behind. Looks like he's just going to go for the backup. There will be a soldier jumping him, but jumping a scout can be difficult. But oh, it looked like there's a scout there as well. So at the very least, he's distracting them quite a bit as the bomb has actually gone down to Javen, who jumps in here. Joe's just going to get to the samurai honorable sword kill.
Bum just found a hat though, so you know, he just found chuckle nuts.
And this scout just...
Yeah, this is interesting. His final second is kind of... How is Caper not dead yet? Like, come on guys.
He's a scout fan. Like, the soldier even ran away because he was weak. And they had to deal with him as well because the medic was spawning there. So yeah, eventually they do... I don't want to say deal with him because he's still alive, but they do manage to fend him off for the moment. Now he comes in behind the Demo Man, takes 2 fat meat shots, and there we go. Demo Man has gone down off of the back of that, and Soldier with the banner, dead as well. Bomb, he is so much trouble. Looks like he's barely going to be able to make it out alive. The middle is caught in, but if he manages to buy enough time for Bomb to get out, that will have been worth it, but he is not out of the woods yet. There's a soldier on the hunt. What? Sir?
Bomb!
Oh. He went for the bandy bind all in play.
But just when you need Banny most, he just comes out. Completely betrays you. That is, I don't agree with that angle at all. You could have just gone to the other side of the spawn. Would have been fine. Whatever. You know.
Yeah.
Jorge has full ad.
That is the result for sure. And looks like they're actually going to go far right with it. Going through the launch area, trying to avoid the spam, but they do manage to get quite a lot of spam because they're just dilettante. They're running back and forth. I hate this so much when teams do this. And now the medic's going to get jumped. Jorge popped into the air. Alright, popped in at the very last second. So at the very least, he doesn't drop or anything. And they actually do get a few picks there at the tail end of that Uber as well. So they could actually move in onto last if they're feeling really frisky, but I don't think that's going to be the case. Actually, Sorta comes in, takes down Bomb. No! They were pushing themselves, and that was way too aggressive. And now it's going to be this last push, which could very well just end this map prematurely, or this round, sorry. No, the map is still going, but yeah, that was a bit too aggressive there. Everyone was just walking into a lobby. I think they expected to take a fight onto second, maybe? I'm not sure, but the Sorta was just in behind them already, and they didn't realize. And that's going to be 1-0 off of that really crucial med pick coming up from the Soldier. Great job by them, but we managed to make it out of the stalemate on last, and we got a cap out of it.
Yeah, there's so much aggression here on this second mid-fight onto Yak. Immediately drops down to 11 HP. He's getting absolutely bullied right now, not really able to find anything else right now. Both teams kind of posturing on either side, setting up biding their times. The soldiers do come out on the blue side, but they just get completely denied. Pumphrey's actually so high up in the air. Jevon goes down, but so has Hoy and Roboprod. They're dead as well. Nobody else really doing anything. Yak is raining over the pipes, and he's not hitting any of them, so he just has to kind of run out.
Oh, middle is
one
just
player
the
alive.
only one in.
Is included middle. He is dead.
Yeah, that was interesting. They just decided to go, oh, middle, you see what you can do, and then the rest of us, we're just going to go out of here. But
oh,
this
KN?
is the skip jump.
Oh!
The skip jump gets right onto the medic. Not enough respect to them. And then even Jorge getting the kill onto Yak was going aggressive, trying to be a hero there. Looks like he's going to be at 0 health instead. And now it's just going to be Jorge with the big Uber advantage again. We saw them just make one of these pushes work. They couldn't even wait for Fugazi to go in, but they're not. They're just going to take it with him immediately.
Yeah, this Uber is going to do all of the work it possibly would need to do. Oh, never mind. Eliasu's actually gone down. The Uber popped out a little bit early. I thought that was GG because everyone's stuck in spawn. But it looks like Compound just kind of gone and crumbled, unless Caper just decides to turn on his cheats. Right now, I don't really think this is a round. Did find Bum. Jorge lived as well, so just going to back off. Hopefully maybe build a little bit of an Uber charge, you know? Build, get the ad, push back in with another Uber charge at advantage. That was actually pretty sad that push didn't work.
There's a banner on Fugazi, which is very interesting. I think that's just a relic from when they were holding last. And what do you know what the percentage is at for him? Okay, it's on 9%, so not exactly good. But, you know, maybe if they Uber in Fugazi, he gets a bunch of damage and then he can pop the banner and they can go back in if the push fails, maybe? Not sure that's a good strategy to work out with here, but it's an option at least. But they have the Uber advantage, so I think they're going to make their way in. They're currently just clearing stickies. Oh my god, Eliasu just jumped on top of all of them. He shouldn't be alive. And here comes Uber.
I am so perplexed and confused by the choice to run double banners when you have Uber charge advantage. It doesn't matter, however, it's just going to walk on the point. But, you know, like, why would you do that? You know you have 50% ad. There's no real point of running them, because you're not going to get a banner in time. Just run the gunboats. It's fine.
Yeah, or shotgun even, if you're like,
yeah,
oh,
I mean...
that's extra damage, right?
They just decided they wanted to make the last push harder for themselves, you know? Like, I feel like it's kind of negative to just run banners under the theory that you're going to lose, you're going to fail the last push.
Yeah, right. We're not playing on succeeding. Insurance policies are not that great. You want to plan to win. But, oh well, it's going to be 2-0 right now for the Compound, so they're looking good. If they win this map, they win the entire series, and they move on to face, I don't know. Virtus Pro.
I mean, right now, gonna have to see a little bit of a comeback coming out of the Joseph zone. These mids have been so slow. Can gets completely denied with that Yak going down. So much damage taken away from the Joseph zone. They're gonna have to find something else. Robrod is jumping in. He does find a kill onto Storm. But the logs say that kind of doesn't matter as he's gone down as well. She's Bum in middle, left alive. That's a Demo Man right in their faces. They're completely sandwiched in. Wait, never mind. Hold on. Hang on.
Oh man, Medic running at scout speed is really nice for dodging. So they're going to get out just fine. I don't think that was quite as scary as it looked. And they might actually even come in here for round 2. So to kind of fail to jump in there, Hoy. I think he wanted to surf in and do a bunch, but as a result of that not working, they're just going to go down really heavily there. Hammerham comes in from behind, takes down the Medic to be weak enough to force the Uber out. Bum has the Uber, but they have 0 presence. Thank God that they don't have to defend last yet, because second has not been capped, but everyone else is actually in on last. They can actually ignore this and just Uber out of spawn. As Bum actually gets jumped. Oh no, this is really bad. You don't want to see him get jumped like that. He should have just been in spawn,
luckily for them, actually, KN and Jevon do both go down, and Bum didn't die either. Which is pretty much the only saving grace you could possibly hope for, you know? It's only a 50% advantage.
Yeah, I really feel like they could have just hidden in spawn. Like, at least the Medic could have. There's no reason to jeopardize anything. They didn't have second cap, and they were not stacking it. They were sending everyone forward to try and get the Medic. And that's what they got. Boy, they're going to come in here with the Uber advantage. Look, it's going to be a double scout Uber. So they kind of went the long way around. Don't think they're going to be able to catch up to the Medic here, unfortunately for them. So it's just going to be a single scout, double scout in here actually, but they are in so deep. They went all in on that. And they actually somehow worked out when the soldiers came in. Yeah, alright.
This is
That's odd. The second
bit
has
confusing.
been captured. Second has been captured. This is important.
Hoy is kind of toying with Jevon right now. Hits a nice little rocket, but that's Eliasu on the point. Hoy's actually force B. Just goes down. There's a player on the point. Yak has actually managed to find the kill, but Cape was just on it. I have no idea how that actually just ended up working.
Yeah, just the soldiers came in at just the right time to get a bunch of kills there, because the scout Uber didn't have a whole lot of success in my opinion. They got in deep, I'll give them that. They kind of got stuck in there without getting many kills for it. And Bomb was fine as well. And I feel like maybe they tried to rebound and get some punishment going, and then they got punished themselves. And oh no, Yak gets jumped immediately. Nice roller there from Jevon, takes him down. That's a good start from mid.
That is a good start indeed. That's so much damage, so much area denial. It's not really there for the red team right now. They're actually trying to re-aggress, they're trying to compensate with soldier aggression. It's not really finding any kills. Middle's the first person to go down after Yak. Robobrod taken down as well. That's Hoy. Only player dead is Storm. Doesn't really matter. Bomb's actually caught out. He's not out yet. That is so confusing.
Yeah, they stayed in way too long. It was like 3 on 5 for quite a while. Let's see if Yak can get some sticky traps up. He's being aggressive. I don't know why. Alright. Thank God for him that the soldier didn't go through choke and like cut him off, because that could have happened.
Did you just see Jevon do what I just saw him, where he jumped in, and as he was jumping, he bounced some stickies of Yaks onto Jorge? Almost killed Jorge.
I didn't see that, but that would have been funny.
It would have been really funny. But it didn't happen, so it's not funny. We're not laughing.
I don't know, sometimes the tragedy that doesn't happen is funnier than one that does happen. But either way, it looks like Jevon's going to get jumped out here really aggressively by Roboprod. Really nice job by him, but Uber comes out here. Bomb has been taken out. Storm will find an Aaron pipe, but that's going to be that. Everyone else has died. And they might just look to carry this in on to last, but actually no, Fugazi overextends and gets taken down. So now last cap is definitely not something that they can immediately plan to do. The Jorge dodges all the damage expertly, and Caper gets 3 quick kills. And now all of a sudden this push that I said didn't happen might just happen.
They're pushing in onto last right now. They get this point, they've won basically. I mean, I'm pretty sure they've won already no matter what. 3 rounds in 5 minutes, impossible kinda, you know. But if they got that round, would have been game. It's probably game anyway, just looking at the time. Jorge also has Uber ad. Nice little 50% advantage there. He's sitting on, but the enemy team right now, the red team, they know they kind of have to just kind of go for it. Joseph zone, they only have one way, and that is to press the W key. Uber comes out on of Jorge. Rod's dead already. There's just a scout Hammerham on the point. He's juggling Uber all on his own. Repels the enemy team, but that's Joseph and Middle going down. Nobody else really able to do anything. Hammerham's so low in 1. He's going to walk out with his med. Almost gets called out by Jevon. Jevon, unfortunately, just kind of misreads the situation a teeny tiny bit. They're going to walk in now. The demo's still dead. That's 3 players down for the red side. Like being kind of aggressive. The health on both teams is awful, as everyone's just kind of dead on the red team. That is, pretty sure I can officially say, completely GG.
Yeah,
4 minutes,
it's definitely
4.5 seconds. It's kind of.
I mean, you want to flex on them, right? I mean, you don't want this to end 4-3. Like that's not what you want to do. We could actually technically end in a tie still, even though that's super unlikely. Yak's gonna fail his rollout a little bit here. Good thing. Never mind, not a good thing.
Okay.
Yevon just immediately comes in and says, "Yoink! Your health is mine."
I mean, I'm pretty sure, honestly, I think that's how you beat this team, is if you just make Yak really upset. There's no way. Yak is kind of one of those players. He's a big voice in the comms, and if things don't go his way, then there are a lot of clips of his old Twitch channel that kind of explain what happens. But, you know, I think that's a solid victory coming up the compound. I think, honestly, they're looking a lot better than I was expecting.
Alright, how many points will Caper end up having? Because if you just look at it, he has 74 points right now. So
are we doing frag predictions?
Sure. Except with points instead of frags.
I'll say a solid 40. I believe in him. Actually, no. I think he's gonna have like 37 kills.
Yeah, that sounds about right. I'm gonna go with a flat 40. That sounds good to me. As Sorda's gonna jump in very aggressively. Eliasu is desperately trying to dodge it, and he will dodge this. Oh, somehow hits a nice Py-bun to the middle as well. The middle looks like he's gonna be taken out here. Hammerham goes for the medic. There's a scout in the way, and then Storm just comes in there, swoops in, does some work. These two scouts, they're just being absolute insects, just unable to die. And Jorge, his movement right now has been so good for quite a while. Joseph with a nice double pipe. Jorge's going to hit a big fat rocket, and I think that's going to be the signal for Jorge and his compadres to just get out of there. They can no longer take this fight.
Yeah, El Jefe really just doing everything he can to organize his team, his roster. I think honestly that's the main difference from what I'm seeing. Earlier on in this season I was watching them and I don't think they had Jorge. But definitely a big difference, honestly. I think they've stepped up a lot.
Bomb there.
No, synergy.
Yeah,
As shown. Bombs kind of happen. I don't know. This is dead time, you know. We're just waiting for an air shot. Do you think an air shot will happen?
I think an air shot will happen. There's 2 minutes, people are going to jump in kind of dumb without thinking about it. There's going to be an air shot happening. Probably going to be like from Eliasu as well. He's going to get an air pipe here. It's going to happen. I guarantee it 100%. People won't remember if I'm wrong. It's fine.
Unlucky.
He just died, which is fine. This is all part of the prediction.
Yeah, okay. I was actually, I just finished reading a book today. I finished it because I'm a big smart brain. And, it's called Dune, and it's about main character who kind of see the future. Maybe you're the Kwisatz Haderach. I think that's how you say it.
Yeah, I've heard of Dune. I haven't read it, but I know about it.
It's very long.
Yeah, I've heard it's one of those unfilmable books that they've tried to film twice now.
Yeah, they're making another movie for this year, and I read it and I was like, there's no way this works as a movie, because half of it's internal dialogue. Internal dialogue is bad in movies.
Yeah, it's not very good. It's just going to be a guy ponderously looking at the horizon, and he's going to go like, oh, I guess I'm going to have to read into this really hard.
It's about like subterfuge and like conversation and deceiving people what you're saying and stuff. In order for normal people to understand that, they need somebody to go, oh, I can't believe he did that, all anime style and stuff. Right. And that doesn't really work in movies. It works in anime, definitely, all the time.
Yeah. Actually, very interestingly, which I am completely just... Oh! Roboprop got the air shot on Eliasu, just as I predicted. Eliasu got air shot. There you go. But actually, the Hunger Games, the first book of those, which is kind of like a children's book, but I really recommend it because it has a lot of like mental games that's not really present in the movie, and it's really interesting, and it's all about like game theory kind of stuff. It's really fun, like playing the game. It's kind of the focus on that, where she's just kind of using like Peter to win the game, and not because she likes him or anything. It's like she's kind of a dick. So, yeah, that's actually a good book to read, even though it's. Anyways, this game is over, by the way, and
yeah, congratulations to the Compound. They're going to advance to the semi-finals, I'm pretty sure. Taking 2 maps, no third map for us. They're going to play some point. I guess they're going to play against Virtus Bro, which isn't even the Russian team, but you know. All right, Peter, you got any shoutouts before we sign off? I'm assuming you do.
I just want to say that we have a bunch of more Div 1 games coming. This was only, what, a quarterfinal? Semifinal? Quarterfinal. So all of those games will obviously be coming up. So make sure you check those out. Follow the stream if you haven't already. And I think that's it.
And with that, we're going to wrap it up for tonight. I've been Wandum, but Peter's been himself, and ArchRhythm has been here and suffered through this with us. I think that's it. Yeah. Goodbye.